and it's afternoon here today, so good afternoon. Hope I find you all as well as can be. Not too cold if you've got snow. It's still just raining and the wind's blowing outside here, so we're okay, we're not too bad. We're on a very slight hill, so it's hopefully we'll never get flooded, but you never know. The river down the bottom, as I call it, of our field is very, very high. And so I was thinking something a bit along like hot drinks, maybe teas. So I thought I'll do a little one on herbal teas and how to make a proper herbal tea, because apparently, from what I've heard from somebody else on the homestead side of things or small holding side of things, not everybody knows how to do one properly. So I thought, that might be one to do. So again, I've got a variety of herbs that I use for my teas. And that one obviously is dried peppermint. You can make some lovely peppermint tea. However, today I have something different. And I treated myself to a tea pack, again from buywholefoodsonline.co.uk, and this was obviously a variety pack. So I actually had a little tea diffuser in this one, and then I had, and some of these I have used, so some loose green tea, some organic loose tea English breakfast, and an organic loose tea cream Earl Grey. So today I thought, being it's in the daytime, I'd go for some loose green tea rather than the mint. I didn't want the mint today for some reason. I wouldn't have green tea of an evening as such, because I find it wakes you up a bit. So let's make some loose green tea. Excuse the cat. So I already have my teapot, because we're not actually in the kitchen. So I have my teapot full of hot water. And I'm going to get my mug ready. You can use a cup or a mug really, but I've got a mug. Now, there's several different ways you can do this. I like to take a couple of tablespoons for my drink and just drop them into the teapot, like so. Now, apparently the correct way to do this is to make sure that you put your lid on. Now, I know you can get cups with actually a little top that you can put over the top, so that none of the goodness of the tea is actually lost in the molecules. I tend to leave my tea to brew for about 5 to 6 minutes. So you can do that. Now, you can use one of these little diffusers by all means. However, my favourite is actually to use one of these. And again, you can get these off of Amazon fairly cheaply. It just sits on there like that afterwards. And so while that's brewing a moment, I don't know about anyone else, but I find it hard to go to sleep. Now, I'm a little bit hit and miss about my sleep patterns. So sometimes once I get to sleep, I'm fine. Other times it'll be quite a while and I'll be asleep and then I'll wake up in the middle of the night. So basically my sleep is broken. There's two different drinks I tend to drink at night before I go to sleep. I only drink one, obviously, per evening. But if I decide to have a drink to try and help my sleep, if I've not been sleeping at all by night, which sometimes happens, then I'll go for one of two things. One is the chamomile. I make it the same way as I've just made the green tea. So it's really easy to do. So because I've been using this, I've not actually sealed it, but I don't know if you can see. So I use the chamomile. I love the smell of it. It's gorgeous. And then the other one, if I'm really, really bad, and if I really feel so tired that I've not, you know, and I've not really slept very well, then it's not one of my favourites I have to add. It's the Valerian Root.
Excuse me.
No, the Valerian Root is as it says, it's the Valerian Root. I have to say, it actually smells like sweaty feet to me, but it's not one of my favourites, I have to say, but it does work. And when you're really tired and you feel like nothing on the planet is going to help you to sleep, then you'll go for anything. So desperation times happen. The Valerian Root is the one I go through when I'm really, really tired and my brain won't switch off and everything seems to be coming at me 100 miles an hour, etc. That one I will go to. I have to say with both of these, the Valerian and the chamomile, I also add half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of honey. Now I get a local honey here. It's from a lady down the road, lovely lady. She's got her own bees, so I go down around about once a year and I buy about, I don't know, I spend about £50 I think on this here honey. So I get a lot of jars obviously for that. But then they last me for however long they last me. It could be a year, it could be a year and a half. So for me, it's absolutely works fantastic. I do not take these every night, I have to say, because although from what I've read, chamomile is fine, chamomile. From what I've read with the Valerian, it's not addictive. However, I'm sure you've put the two and two together. It's part of the drug that they use. I personally think it may not be addictive in this form. However, sometimes psychologically, I think you can get addicted to these things. That's just my personal view on it, my thoughts on it. This is nothing to do with anybody else. All the info I've read up online says it's not addictive. However, our minds can play silly tricks on us from time to time, in which case that is why I don't take this unless I feel it's really, really necessary. I will go to the chamomile more. As you can see, I'm getting low on it, so I don't know if I've got any in my stash, but if not, I should be ordering more. I believe I have somewhere. I think I might have, yeah, or it might be the elderflower I've got. But anyway, I shall go for the chamomile pretty soon because I don't like being out of it. I am a little bit OTT if you haven't already realised. I don't like running out of things. That is one of my obsessions, I guess, really. I have to have them there, and I need to know there's at least half a packet there to grab if I get low. That's just the way I am. But anyway, this I use sparingly, like I said, very rarely. But the chamomile I use quite often. I do put a little bit of honey in each of them to make them more palatable, even though the chamomile's fine. I'm not keen on the taste of this, I have to be honest. But I do use it, and it's worth it, and it actually works for me. I'm probably in bed for about 10 minutes and I slept. I don't wake up with a headache, like I know some medications you can wake up with a headache afterwards at the end of it. I don't wake up with a headache with the valerian. However, I do struggle a little bit to wake up in the morning after I've had it. So it does have some effect on me in that respect. Whichever you would like to, you know, think about on that one. Try it, but obviously it's up to you entirely. Peppermint is amazing, but I would use that one in the day, like I've said. And back now to our tea, because I've talked that long that I believe it's been going for about 6 minutes. So back down to the table. Okay. So we'll take the top off here. Just a reminder, I am doing the loose green tea. I'll just give it a little bit of a stir. It should be okay. And I'll put this so that hopefully you can see that. Put my little, you know, sievie thing through. And I'll put that back on. And there you go. Now obviously the bits come out. And if you get a little bit, you know, it's not the end of the world really. I'll put that down there. And I don't know, I can put my finger in it, I suppose. Basically, you have a beautiful green tea for whenever you want it. It's very hot at the moment, so I won't be drinking it quite this second. However, I do enjoy a nice green tea. It does wake me up. Whether it's meant to or no, I'm not sure. But that, in theory, is how you make a nice cup of tea. Thank you for watching again. I've also pop the affiliate link down below if you still want to go and look at buy wholefoodsonline.co.uk. I got it right. Go and have a look, and please use my link because that's really, really helpful. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy your tea. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you again. Goodbye.